What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets back with another segment of LSV. And so everybody's been hitting me up telling me to check out this Texas Chainsaw Massacre gameplay trailer, right? I don't know what to expect. Been avoiding it because I wanted to watch it for the first time with you guys. So let's see what we got. Curious. A game based on true events. Of course. Whoa! Out the gate just with murder? I mean, I know it's Texas Chainsaw, but just right out the gate with the murder? Is this the classic setting?
Gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think so. Based on the clothes, this is like, it's supposed to be like based on like the 80s style. Yeah, definitely by the clothes. Look at his old clothes. You know how they had the remakes with Jessica Biel? And that was like I love those the most, but this like is based on like the classic ones from like the 80s. Look at the settings. Oh! So are you controlling Leatherface? This looks more like cutscenes than gameplay, though. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm noticing the uncle's voice. I wish he had the voice from the remakes. So, okay, right there, it like you controlling the team because they had the third-person camera over her shoulder. But then right there, you controlling Leatherface. So which one is it? Let's bring that back. Let's rewind it back. Let's bring it back. So the only thing that's confusing about that is who are you actually controlling at the moment? Because in one shot, like you can controlling the team, and then in another shot, it looks like you're controlling Leatherface. And I remember in that old Leatherface game demo, you can control both. So I wonder, is it kind of similar to that? I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when we get done watching this part. But you were definitely controlling the team who jumps out the window. You're controlling the team right there who's going through the corridor. You're controlling that team right there. You're controlling the team that's turning off the light. So those are definitely controlling them. But then the third-person camera shows Leatherface as if you're controlling him too. It would make sense for them to put him in the back.
You can't hide from me.
Man, I wish he had the uncle's voice, the one from Full Metal Jacket that was in the remakes with Jessica Biel. The sheriff, I wish I had his voice instead of this country Texas one. You're definitely controlling her when she jumps out that window. But then this next upcoming shot, you're controlling Leatherface right here. That's obvious. So is it a horror survival game or is it escaping from the killer? That's the question that needs to be answered. That's not obvious. Okay, so a lot of you guys may not know this. I think I may have talked about this on stream a few times, but I'm actually really into horror movies. So of course, if there was going to be a horror movie being turned into a game, I would be excited to play it and have it on the channel. The thing about this trailer is it leaves a little bit to be desired. And I know it ain't coming out to next year, so I mean, that's a ton of time away. Although that could be the beginning of next year, the middle of next year, or the end. So that changes if it's 6 months to a year or a year and a half, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that makes it tricky is if you're controlling the teams, then it's a horror survival game because you're trying to escape the killer, right? But then if the flip side of that is that you control Leatherface, then it becomes a different dynamic because in the movies, he didn't come across much opposition. Like the police and stuff like that didn't intervene with him. Even his uncle ended up being the sheriff at one point. So, or perpetrating to be the sheriff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you control both, I don't know if I like that dynamic, and that's what it feels like we seen in the shot. I don't know if you guys ever got a chance to see the Leatherface demo from back in the day. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, so this is the Leatherface demo I was telling you guys about, right? And this is from like 3 or 2 years ago, so it's obviously not the same game. But as you see right now, you're the teen and you're trying to escape Leatherface. He's in this factory somewhere trying to catch her. She doesn't know where he is. And so it's like the dynamic changes because when you go to this cutscene, look right here. Now Leatherface comes into the shot and now you're controlling Leatherface. That changes things for me because it's like, is this a horror survival game where you're the teen trying to escape the killer? Or now you see the mission is kill the girl once and for all. Well, which one is it? And to me, if I feel like I gotta play both sides, then I feel like I'm playing a predetermined story and that takes the fun out of it for me, you know what I'm saying? So, based on the shots in the other game, it seems like you're controlling the teen at one point and you're controlling Leatherface. If you gotta play a predetermined story, it's almost like watching a movie where I wanna dictate the outcome based on my actions, you know what I'm saying? Kinda like The Quarry. But, you see, you go to the cutscene, Leatherface cuts her down, but you was controlling both. So like, are you supposed to feel satisfied that Leatherface caught her? Because 5 minutes ago, your mission was to try to get away from her. It just feels predetermined, and I don't know if I like that. And if the other game is like that, then it takes away some of the excitement. But in that game, you control the teens running away from Leatherface, which makes it a horror survival game. But then when you control Leatherface, you're trying to kill the team, kill the teen, it changes the dynamic of the whole game. And that's kind of confusing. Like, I don't know if you guys like this or not, but when it comes to like RPGs where you can pick different roles and it affects the outcome, I want to be able to pick who I want to use. I don't want to be forced to use the team and then use Leatherface at the same time, because it's like, it almost feels like you're playing through a predetermined story at that point. I'd rather pick Leatherface and have the game have different challenges or different changes, and then pick the team and it'd be the same thing where you're trying to get away from the Hewitt family. So I really don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it is a year and I don't want to be too judgmental as far as a game that's like a year out. It reminds me of Red Dead graphics wise and like feel wise, as far as like the quote unquote story feel of it. But I really don't know how I feel about it. I think I got mixed emotions. I'm curious to see what you guys feel in the comments, because if it's not a true horror survival game on the teen side, I don't know what it would be on Leatherface's side. Would it be like a hack and slash? And if so, like, where's the story component with that? Because obviously nobody's more powerful than him, unless it's maybe like different traps and stuff you would have to maneuver around. But then that would kind of take away from who Leatherface is, because he's more of a brute than a strategist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I am gonna feature some of that Leatherface demo footage in here so you can see what I mean as far as the dynamics changing. But other than that, man, I mean, it leaves a lot more to be desired. It leaves a lot more to be desired. So I don't know. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button for me. Of course, hit subscribe. We'll try to keep up with this game as more information comes out. It's still a year away, so I don't know how much to expect. But I mean, horror survival or hack and slash? It's confusing. Pick a side. Till next time, it's your boy Lou Streets. I'm out. Peace. Back in the corner. Here we go. Let's go. Woo! I had a few missed inputs. You gotta tighten it up. Ready to confirm.